Afternoon all, Wednesday afternoon. Good God, what's happened? The rain has gone, the sun is out, it's lovely and bright. We've still got some dark clouds, but we're out on this. Cast your eyes over this. Look at this, main stand, side stand, disc brake to the front and a drum brake to the rear. You'll notice it's got no reg plate on it. Is that new? Just come in and it's ready for me to test ride, which means I've got a trade plate on my back. So don't worry guys, I am road legal. Barletta from AJS, but it has a rear rack. Can put top box on, or you can strap a bag there with some bungee straps. And it's a decent sized metal rack on this. Nice bit of seating room. And the best bit is, it's not a 125. Look at this, Barletta. It's a 50cc version. Yes, they have now got the Barletta in a 50cc version. And I love the look of this bike. LED headlight up the front. The front of this looks absolutely beautiful. Really impressed with this. And you've got your mileage, miles an hour on the inside, fuel, and trip. Now when you turn it off and put it back on, it will bring up the odo, but it's all in kilometres on this one. Little rubber foot guards just to protect your plastics, big wide seat, and absolutely gorgeous. So before we go sticking number plates on and doing bolt checks and QCs, they've handed it across to me to do a little video. And look, the obligatory handbag clip, and it clicks in. You've got a little storage pocket in there and a USB plug as well, so you can drop your mobile in there, charger lead, whee, job done. Now I did pick up on one thing on the way down. The speedo is all over the place. Now that is going to be down to the fact that it has a magnetic drive down on the front wheel. So when the front wheel's dropped in, sometimes, and it's normally about 8 out of 10 times you get it right, 9 times out of 10 it's not seated itself incorrectly. So get back to the workshop. What I will do is have that front wheel out, we'll just check that it's in there. If not, new speedo cable or a new magnetic drive. It's not the clocks work, so it's going to be in the front wheel. And I've got a feeling that little plastic housing that is down there with the lead in it is not clicked in properly. But these come pre-built as well, so hopefully that is the reason why. So waiting for Madam in the car to move her backside and we will get out and ride. Now being a 50cc, it's a 30-mile-an-hour bike, so you have to be very careful pulling out into traffic. And the van's gone and stuck his nose right in the way, but I can get out just enough time to get it up to 30 before we go into the 30-mile-an-hour area, which is now. So all the cars have got to slow down to come into here anyway. So I haven't got to worry about breaking speed limits or going through cameras too fast, even with no speedo. And we will sort that out when it comes back in the workshop. And then by the second test ride, it should all be good. So literally this is first ride and my first review of the 50cc Barletta. Now I love the 125 version, it is gorgeous. Nice little retro scooter. The blue and white really sets it off, and I think AJS have done some really good stuff. And we had a gent the other day said, yeah, but it's not proper AJS from like the 1960s and the 70s. No, everything is from China now. But AJS are knocking out some damn good bikes. Things like the Firefox. You've got the Desert Scrambler 125. Where are you going? Get damn learners. You've got all the brands that are coming out, but obviously AJS are really knocking out some good stuff. The Bilston is an amazing looking bike, as is the Cadwell as well. So there's some really nice bikes that are coming out from AJS. Now you can tell when you hit 30 mile an hour because it starts holding you back every now and then. But we're going to go out. Going to whack some test mileage on. At least the mileage is clocking up, so I know how many miles I've done. And the best bit is I can get to go round the housing estate in the 30 mile an hour area away from everybody, because it is lunchtime and all the stupid buffoons in their cars are all out and doing silly things. Excuse me. But overall seating position is good. Little round mirrors, but they're out quite wide, so I've got a really good view of that road behind. Does the job. But for pottering around, something to go backwards and forwards to college or backwards and forwards to work, and the retro look on it, it's lovely. I think they've done a really good job knocking out a 50cc that looks like a 125, and it does sit very, very high. It only feels slightly smaller than the 125. I could be wrong, because it feels like I am riding a 125, but just 30 mile an hour. What a good little bit of kit this is. And 5 litres of fuel fills your fuel tank, so 100 plus to the gallon. You're going to literally fill this once a week, or a couple of times a week if you're doing more than sort of 20 mile a day. But you'd get loads of mileage out of one of these, and obviously the servicing regime being a 50, it's normally first 300 miles and then every 1,000 on a 50. But obviously AJS and WK and Lexmoto all have their own different servicing regimes, so make sure you check your service schedule on your bike when you get your paperwork. Now, if you are thinking of purchasing an AJS, and they used to do this with Lexmoto, and it got stopped because obviously if your bike broke down with Lexmoto, they would phone SOS. SOS would come out and bring the bike back to the nearest garage. So that's how it worked with Lexmoto. AJS now give you recovery with theirs as well, so if you happen to have an AJS, you will get the recovery with them as well. Right, we're going to go round the roundabout, quick test ride back to the garage, and then obviously the final one I'm going to do a big nice long video, just make sure that the speedo's working correctly. But climbing a hill, you're going to get 25 mile an hour, which means with all the traffic behind me, I'm going to duck down here, I'm going to go down through town, rack the mileage up this way, and I can scoot between the speed bumps as well. Lovely. So if you haven't watched the 2 previous videos that I've done on the previous 2 bikes, you won't know what's going on this week. Being Wednesday, it is Peaky Bikers live stream tonight. I'm going to try and get on tonight, see if I can get it done. By the time I've edited all my videos, I might be able to jump on. My internet is sorted now, and it was a problem with my cables. Not in the house, but out in the road. The builders had been out, they dug the cables up, they've nicked the fibre optic cable to about 14 houses, so they've sorted that out now. I have now got full internet and full download speed of 60 meg a minute. Love it. So Wednesday night, midweek mumble, Peaky Biker. Thursday is obviously down to the Lowndes Arms at Wadden for the meet up with Vince and the boys, and the 2 weekly biker meet, which we're going to be doing every 2 weeks, so another one in 2 weeks time. Friday is my live stream, and it's giveaway Friday, and it's windy. You can probably hear the wind noise through my visor, but I'd like a little bit of air to my face at 30 mile an hour. Saves me fogging up even with a pin lock on. So Friday night live stream. Saturday is a chill day for me. Finish the garage at 2, go home, catch up on all my paperwork, and Rocky's going for a wash as well, so we're taking him down to the Valletas to get him all cleaned, ready for Sunday, as long as it doesn't rain. Sunday we are off to Woburn, and we're heading down to Emma's Caff at Woburn. No super sausage this weekend. Going to Emma's Caff this weekend. Something different. So we're going down to Emma's on Sunday, get there for 10 o'clock. If you want to join me at the garage, I'll be at the garage around about 9:30, and we'll head out about 9:45 to get to Woburn Triumph for 10 o'clock. It's 15 minutes up the road. And then a social ride after. So once we've done all that, that's all going to be good. And then home to Mrs. B Sunday afternoon. So that's my agenda for this week. Loads more test rides coming up. I've got a couple of people coming in to look at bikes this afternoon. So someone's coming in to look at LXR, LXS, so we will do that. test ride on this one is all done. We're going to sort this speedo out, get it in the workshop now, have that front wheel out and find out what it is that it is doing. Squeaky brake as well, because the pads are brand new and the roads are wet. Lovely. Come on, Van, he was behind me earlier. PA 56 cop. You wouldn't have thought he was a copper. Nah. But if you fancy a 50cc, if you don't like the look of the Firefox, then go for a Barletta and we can get these in stock very, very quickly. So test ride's complete. Another one to go in. We're going to put the number plates and the old plates on it now. And we will update you how we get on with the next test ride. But till then, be well, ride safe. And from RB, as always, it's a big goodbye from me. We'll see you soon.